Hello everybody, welcome you back here to the Daytona International Speedway, as we are going to be going back and looking at what took place here in qualifying for tomorrow's NASCAR Racing Experience 300, the first race of the 2020 NASCAR XFINITY Series season. I'm Rick Burton here in the broadcast booth, happy to have you along with us as we'll be getting set to show you who qualified and who made the show for tonight's race. Now it will be a 40 car field instead of the normal 38 starters for the Xfinity Series, but we still had a total of 44 cars show up, meaning that 4 drivers did not make the show. And we're going to go and take you through who failed to qualify and where each other's driver will start in tomorrow's season opener here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Our first driver who would end up missing the show would be the 44th fastest qualifier. That would be number 17 of Josh Bilicki for Mike Harmon Racing. Was unable to find the speed in qualifying, and he will go home in that number 17. But he would be joined by the driver of the number 13 MBM Motorsports Toyota of Bobby Dale Earnhardt, trying to make his Xfinity Series debut here at Daytona, but he was only 43rd in qualifying, meaning that Bobby Dale will have to go home and will not race tomorrow. And the 42nd qualifier and the next driver to go home would be the number 74 of Mike Harmon for Mike Harmon Racing, just like his teammate Josh Bilicki, unable to find the speed, and Harmon, the Harmonator, will go home for tomorrow. And our final driver to miss the show and will have to go home for tomorrow would be the number 42 of Chad Fincham for MBM Motorsports, unable to find the speed. Fincham will have to go home here at Daytona, meaning that 2 of the MBM Motorsports Toyotas and 2 of the Mike Harmon Racing Chevrolets will be making up the 4 drivers who will go home and will not start tomorrow's race. But of the drivers who would make the show on the outside of row number 20 would be the number 38 of Angela Ruck, making her Xfinity Series debut at Daytona, driving for Ryan Sieg's RSS Racing, owned by Rod Sieg and Ryan. Angela Ruck has JJ Resources on the hood of that number 38, but she was the slowest and will start 40th later on tomorrow. Rolling out 39th on the grid will be the number 5 of Vinnie Miller, entering his 3rd year in the series. 2nd year driving for BJ McLeod. He'll move over to the number 5 here in 2020. He'll start 39th. 38th on the grid is where you will find the number 15 of BJ McLeod for JD Motorsports. Pretty poor qualifying effort by the number 15. He'll start on the outside of row number 19 here tomorrow at Daytona. But luckily for BJ McLeod, he'll have his number 01 JD teammate Joe Graff Jr., one of our Rookie of the Year contenders. Also on the row number 18, he'll start 37th in that number 01 Eat Sleep Race Chevrolet. Mired back in 36th place on the grid will be the number 51 Spartanburg, South Carolina's Jeremy Clements in the 51. 35th on the grid is the number 93 of David Starr, one of our new driver and team combinations for 2020. David Starr is in the number 93 with Whataburger as the sponsor. And beginning at Las Vegas, he will move over to the number 38 Chevrolet at RSS Racing, which is currently piloted by Angela Ruck. Qualifying back in 34th place on the outside of row number 17 is the 99 of J.J. Yaley, a 2-time Daytona pole sitter here in the Xfinity Series. He'll be piloting the number 99 for B.J. McLeod. One of the drivers will be racing on Sunday in the Daytona 500 for Rick Ware Racing. Mired back in 33rd place is the number 78 of Matt Mills, one of our sophomore drivers. Matt Mills ran for this team in 2020 minus the road, in 2019 minus the road course events. But Matt Mills slated back here in that number 78 to run all 33 races here in 2020. On the outside of row number 16 will be the number 52 of Spencer Boyd, and the new driver in the 52 for Jimmy Means Racing. Ran full-time in this series a couple of years ago for Bobby Daughter. Then went down in the Truck Series for a year with Tyler Young. Even got that big win last October at Talladega. Hoping to repeat some magic here at Daytona. He'll start 32nd. 31st on the grid will be the former series champion Front Row Joe Nemechek in that number 92 Chevrolet for DGM Racing. One of the drivers who'll be competing in tonight's Truck Series race from Daytona. One of our new full-time teams in 2020 is Sam Hunt Racing in this number 26 Ford Mustang with Colin Garrett behind the wheel, looking to make his first Daytona start. He'll start 30th here tomorrow afternoon. Back on the inside of row number 15 is the number 0 Chevrolet of Jesse Little, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders. Hoping to have some success here at Daytona. Jesse will start in the 29th position. 28th place will be the number 66 of Tommy Joe Martins, looking to run the full campaign for Carl Long. Unfortunately for Tommy Joe, he was unable to qualify his way into the Daytona 500 on Thursday night. Hoping to have some success here tomorrow afternoon in that 66. And alongside him on row 14 will be the guy alongside him on track right now, the 61 of Austin Hill, be competing in the Truck Series race later on tonight. He'll be running double duty here in that 61 for Shigeatori. He'll start 27th. Another new full-time team here in 2020 is Our Motorsports, and with that number 02 Chevrolet with former series champion Brett Moffitt behind the wheel. He'll start 26th tonight, and Moffitt is another driver just like Austin Hill. He'll be racing later on tonight in the truck race. Stephen Light will start 25th in his new ride at JD Motorsports. He'll move over to the number 4 Flex Seal Chevrolet for JD Motorsports. On the outside of row number 12 is the 07 of Ray Black Jr. for Bobby Daughter's SS Greenlight Racing team. Ray Black will start on the outside of row number 12 in 24th place. And one of the most impressive runs in qualifying we saw this afternoon would be the number 89 of Landon Castle for Morgan Shepherd's team. Shepherd hoping to get Landon Castle in this car for the entire 2020 schedule. Landon Castle will start 23rd later on tomorrow. 22nd later on tomorrow will be held by the 36 of Ronnie Bassett Jr. for DGM Racing. Looking to make his first ever start here on the high banks of Daytona, and Ronnie Bassett will come from the 22nd position. 21st place is last year's winner and probably one of the favorites to win. Later on tomorrow, the number 1 of Michael Lynette for Journey Motorsports, returning for his 4th year at this team. He'll start on the inside of row number 11. On the outside of row number 10, as we move into the top 20 fastest cars, would be the number 88 of Jeb Burton. As this organization went to 4 full-time cars with an additional 5th car, the number 88 State Water Heaters Chevrolet, Jeb Burton will start 20th tomorrow. On the inside of row number 10 will be the number 25 of Chris Cockrum in that number 25 Chevrolet Camaro. He'll start 19th. Harrison Burton, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders for Joe Gibbs Racing, will start from the 18th position later on tomorrow on the outside of row number 9. Qualifying up in the 17th spot would be the number 39 of Ryan Sieg, one of the teams that really stood out last year with a very strong 2019 effort, looking to have the same success, maybe even more. He'll start 17th. Dylan Bassett in number 90, as you see him coming down pit road, will be starting on the outside of row number 8. Tomorrow, he'll be sharing the track alongside his older brother, Ronnie Bassett Jr., but Dylan Bassett will be driving the number 90 from 16th on the grid. One of the championship favorites for 2020 would have to be the number 8 of Daniel HEMRIC. This team decided to put Daniel HEMRIC in this car full-time instead of part-time, after what was originally announced as a part-time deal. Daniel will be in this car all year, and he'll start 15th on Saturday. On the outside of row number 7 is another Rookie of the Year contender, also out of Joe Gibbs Racing, but that's number 18 Monster Energy Toyota of Riley Herbst, making his first Daytona start. Qualifying up in 13th place, a very solid effort by Reed Sorensen for SS Greenlight Racing, running this race here at Daytona, and put this car on the inside of row number 7. Sorensen, another driver competing in Sunday's Daytona 500. As we enter our fast dozen of cars, in 12th place will be the number 7 of Justin Allgaier, still looking for his first restrictor plate win here in the Xfinity Series. Justin Allgaier will start 12th tomorrow. Another championship favorite along with Allgaier would be the number 98 of Chase Briscoe for Stewart Haas Racing, and Chase Briscoe will start on the inside of row number 6 tomorrow afternoon. As we enter our top 10 fastest cars, impressive run by this number 68 Chevrolet. That is Kaz Grala behind the wheel, a former Truck Series winner here at Daytona, running a one-race deal with Brandon Built Motorsports. Kaz Grala will start 10th. And he'll be right alongside his teammate and boss, number 86 of Brandon Brown. That's going to be a Brandon Built Motorsports row there on row number 5. Brandon Brown will start 9th. Right there on the outside of row number 8 is the number 9 of Noah Gragson, returning for his sophomore year at Junior Motorsports. That number 9 will roll off from the 8th spot on the starting grid tomorrow. 7th place on the grid will include the number 22 Money Lion Ford Mustang of Austin Cindric for Team Penske. And he'll be alongside former series champion, the number 12 of Brad Keselowski, one of the only very few superstars from the Cup Series coming over here to Daytona to compete. Tomorrow afternoon, he'll start in the 6th spot. Our top 5 fastest qualifiers will start with the number 16 Colleague Racing Chevrolet of A.J. Allmendinger. We'll be running about 7 races here in 2020. Beginning here at Daytona, it'll start here in the top 5. Another Chevrolet is number 21 Louisiana Hot Sauce Chevrolet of Myatt Snyder, running part-time here in 2020. Be making his series debut tomorrow. He'll start 4th. Here in 2020, all eyes will be on Ross Chastain as he enters his first full year at Colleague Racing. Ross Chastain will start P3rd tomorrow in the number 10 Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. On the outside of the front row will be another Colleague Racing Chevrolet, but this is Justin Haley. The leaf filter gutter protection Chevrolet will start 2nd on Saturday. But all 39 other cars will be chasing the number 19 of Brandon Jones for Joe Gibbs Racing. Enters his 5th full campaign in the Xfinity Series, and with his 2nd career pole here at Daytona, Brandon Jones will lead the field down the green in the first race of the 2020 NASCAR XFINITY Series season. So that is all here from Daytona, and we will catch you later on tonight with the NextEra Energy Resources 250, race number 1 of the NASCAR Gander RV and Outdoor Truck Series. And we'll see you with these Xfinity Series drivers and teams tomorrow here on March 531 for the NASCAR Racing Experience 300. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you later on tonight with the truck race. Goodbye, everyone.